Today, I'm going to have to talk about some topics that may be difficult for some of you to hear. In many of our lives, we'll deal with depression and or bullying, sometimes at the same time. Some of you may be going through those issues right now, and for those who that applies to, I do feel for you. I would love to just do a back-of-the-box blurb and just talk around those issues with this game, but to me, it's such an intrinsic part of my experience with the game and why I wanted to talk about it that I don't feel that I can justify just a quick blurb. So, to those who are dealing with those issues or the trauma hasn't fully healed, feel free to shut this video off, go and look at r/iBleach or pictures of puppies and kittens, whatever you do to make yourself feel better. And yeah, look after yourself, really do that. I don't hold it against you, don't watch anything that will make you more upset. But for those who want to brave it or don't have those traumas to deal with, let's crack on and talk about Iris and the Giant by Louis Rigaud. Like I say, this is very much a tale about a girl dealing with depression caused by bullying. Throughout the game, you can get these memories, which, as well as being ways of unlocking skills and cards that you can have, they're also telling the story. It isn't one of those where the story's like thrown at you in cutscenes. It's very much you have to seek it out. You have to make sure you click on those things. But like I say, you are incentivized to do so because it will enable your next run to be easier. Because this is a collectible card game / roguelike. So you will do a run and you won't have the tools that you need to get very far. But the next run, you'll have unlocked more cards, you'll have maybe got some memories, you've got imaginary friends that can accompany you that will give you perks, but also sometimes drawbacks. And slowly but surely, you're getting through and you're getting the story. The story is kind of couched in Greek mythology as well. There's a lot of hints to it there. There's a lot of, that classic hero's journey. Iris even likens herself to Pandora opening the box. And all those kind of things. But like I say, at the core of it, this is a tale of a girl struggling. And I totally feel that. I've been through those issues. She's bullied for so many things by her peers. She is the outcast, it seems. But like many of us, she struggles to connect with her family and tell them what is going on. She struggles to say, I'm having these issues, I can't deal. Her dad does eventually, sort of take her through to counselling at some point, but it's still very much well, we're doing this because I think you need it, but I don't know why because you won't talk to me. And you can see the frustration in him too. It can be very difficult for loved ones, family, friends, whoever, to be on the outside of that because everything that they want to do might be met with a reaction that they don't expect. It's very easy when you're feeling worthless to push people away, which then reinforces the fact that you're worthless because these people don't want to be around you. But it's because you've pushed them away at your lowest. And everyone has that point where they're just like, I'm not going to try anymore. I can't keep putting myself on the line to help this person if they're not willing or not able, in a lot of cases, to take that help. And it's difficult. It's difficult on both sides. But she creates this card game. I love the way that Louis Rigaud actually makes this game exactly what Iris is doing to deal with her depression. I haven't looked it up and I don't know if this is at all allegorical to his own life. I don't know if he's a struggle with these issues himself. And this is, making games is cathartic for him too. I really don't know that. I haven't looked it up. If anyone has, please let us know in the comments. But it is very much an allegorical tale. It's not applicability here. And for those who don't know, allegory is when the writer, author, game developer is telling you what this is meant to be interpreted as. Applicability is when the viewer, player, reader, whatever, brings their own interpretation. But I do think this is very much meant to be overt. And I'm here for that. As much as I love applicability, because I think everything should be able to be enjoyed by anyone, so you can bring your own experiences to it, I think sometimes telling the story you really want to tell and saying, this is the story I wanted to put out into the world, this is what I want people to take away from this, also has merits. But in the end of it, you know, after creating this game, which, you know, her dad's trying to get involved in and trying to get interested in and looking at and saying, oh, you know, show me these cards. The one moment that really got me, and the one moment that said, I need to talk about this, was a card that she gives her dad that says, I'm not okay. And you'll have heard it bandied around so many times in so many ways. You can't deal with a problem unless you admit there is a problem. And that's her owning up and saying, there is a problem. I don't know how to deal with it, but these cards are helping me now. So I'm going to use them to let you know that I'm at that point that I can accept this, and therefore I'm at the point that I can try and move forward from this. And that moment, like I say, was the moment for me. That was the door that said, I totally get this. As a creative person, many pieces of music that I've put out into the world have an element of me to them. They have something that I've put forward. If it's an original song, the lyrics will mean something. If it's even just a simple orchestral piece, what the melody is and, you know, the tempo and all those kind of things, the different instruments I've chosen to use are a way of me communicating something. And that's what I love about this game. It communicates something. And whilst it's difficult subject matter, it's a hopeful version of it. It's saying that if you choose to accept the help, if you choose to actually interact with whatever services are offered to you and available out there, you will be able to heal. You will be able to move forward. You will get through this. And I know that, you know, certain people don't react to certain treatments very well. It's not as simple as just saying, well, that's available, I'll take it and I'll be better. I know that better than most. But when you get what helps you, when you finally figure out a treatment plan and a way of moving forward, it's the best feeling in the world. And games can be a part of that. If this is let someone realise that actually, yes, I'm struggling too. I need to sort this out. If this has helped people feel that they're not alone in not feeling okay and not being able to explain that and express that in a way that most people understand. If this has helped people to know that people being mean to them isn't normal and it's not their fault, then job well done. So if you've never played this, go and find a copy. It doesn't take too long. Like I say, I didn't do the Path of the Ferryman, I just did the main route, the Path of the Giant. And like I say, for a few runs over a few days, it took me maybe sort of 9.5 hours. And some of that was when I had it on pause while I went and made a cup of tea or something. So it's not going to take too much of your time, but it is going to feel rewarding if, you know, you are open to really listening to this story and taking it to heart. So give it a go, and yeah, let me know your thoughts below. But next time I'll be doing something different, so until then, as always, thank you for watching, and really, take care.